Hello everyone and welcome to the latest episode of Video Choo Choo. I am John and today I'm your host, and with me today are
No. Can you start this? Try this one more time. The sing-songy intro, like you're kind of like phoning it in and don't know what to do with your. Come on, this is episode 280, right?
Yeah.
Hell yes, it is. Let's ring it in like it's episode 280.
I don't know what you want me to do. I was just singing. I don't know.
All right, maybe it was me. Maybe I just wasn't feeling the groove.
I'm sorry. I feel like I've wronged you now.
No, it's not you. It's me. I killed the song in your heart, and you deserve better. You should finish the song. What's the episode about today?
That was pretty much it. I'm here. I'm John, and we have the 280th show that we have put on for you. Well, the 280th regular show that we have put on for you.
Besides the secret shows.
Well, I mean, we've done other stuff that wasn't numbered. That's what I mean.
John's secret shows.
There are no secret shows. We bare our souls on this show, so we're not hiding anything from you. We're only editing if it's like a pause or someone like openly farting like Tezande on that one video. That kind of stuff.
Oh, that was nasty.
Yeah. Or echoing multiple times like Tezande, or just pretty much anything Tezande does post his music career are things that we edit out of our podcast.
We should probably consider leaving those in and just looping them for a little while.
Making like a soundboard of it.
Maybe. Now I feel bad for making fun of Tezande.
He's a legend.
He is a legend. He seems like a legit nice dude. So anyway, I'm here, and Solon, you are here, of course.
I am here. I'm here, and I'm queer, and get used to it, because it's going to be a whole episode of this.
So I feel like we should touch upon the fact that you're pretty much here just because you want to delay streaming tonight, right?
I love live streaming. Why would I ever want to delay that? I
know you love streaming. You have your Twitch stream, twitch.tv/SolonFace, and then you still stream for Chooch too as well, which, that's amazing. But
I'm here to hang out with my friend John and my friend Walker and to talk about video games and talk about like important things that are happening in our industry today. I mean, why would I would never put off live streaming or try to make it not happen.
I mean, you might be doing that if there's a game that you have lined up that you might not want to play.
We're playing Oninaki tonight. We're playing the Tokyo RPG Factory, their newest, greatest hit, Oninaki, and I don't want to fucking play it.
Yeah, by the time you hear this, that will have already come and gone, but,
It will have come, but it will not have gone, because, like, this isn't going to be something that we just beat in one sitting and like, it's done. No, this is ongoing.
Well.
Yeah.
Godspeed, Solon.
God, I need so much speed. I think it might be good, though, is the scary part. It
sounded really interesting from what you said the other podcast.
Right? There's cool themes going on here, and I'm pretty sure it just stops like 2 hours in.
Okay. Well, we'll see how that shakes out. Walker, you are also here.
I am here. When listeners are getting this in their feeds, it's going to be Mexican Independence Day, so I'm probably going to be off celebrating with some friends, because it's a good excuse to have a party,
Yeah! I learned today that it's, the whole month is Hispanic Heritage Month.
Yeah, there's, most Hispanic countries have something in September for some reason.
Right, Hispanic Heritage Month starts in the middle of the month. It's like, basically now to October now, like October 15th or 16th, because just all of the Hispanic and Latino countries, a lot of them, just have Independence Days that line up not neatly in 1 month, but like between this next 30 days. And so it's just like, yeah, it's that's Hispanic Heritage Month.
Actually, don't quote me on this, but I believe today is Chile's Independence Day.
Ooh. Well, I have a way to get to the bottom of that.
Please prove me wrong right now on air.
Well, I will say that we shouldn't date our podcast too hard. I feel like I made a little bit of a boo-boo calling Solon's exact Twitch stream out, but you know what? That's fine. We'll live.
I'm really excited. I've got Austin here, and it's our third go-in on Tokyo RPG Factory, and so we are acclaimed experts in the Tokyo RPG Factory. We've been there for the highs and the lows and the much lower lows. Mm-hmm. So I'm excited for this one to be another frustratingly middling effort by Square Enix published RPG Factory. A factory for RPGs.
The factory for RPGs.
In Tokyo.
Mm-hmm. They just pump them out.
Yeah, they just pump them out. Nobody
call
cares.
Them Chrono Trigger likes. Nobody cares.
That's how it goes. So, let's see here.
There's a lot of news this month.
Yeah,
this week.
This is mostly a news episode, I feel like. I didn't play too much. I have been extremely busy. I know that this is like a broken record thing for me right now, but it's true. The one thing that I have been doing, which is, something, I guess, is that I've been playing a lot of Pokemon Go.
Ooh, nice.
So, I don't know. I remember playing Pokemon Go when it first came out, and it was boring. Mm-hmm, and it's not really that amazing still, but it's something to do, and there's a lot of Pokestops near me, because I live right across the street from the campus of my college, and there are Pokestops everywhere there, so there's things to do. And it's just like a good excuse to walk around, get some fresh air, sweat a lot, and feel exhausted for the rest of the day because it's too hot outside.
Yeah, I can imagine being in Florida that's you're starting to get to the days when going outside is okay.
It's getting close.
But anytime else, playing Pokemon Go is much harder.
Yeah, basically. Basically.
So you don't get out and you don't see other people playing Pogo?
No, not really. It's pretty, I wouldn't say it's lonely, but, there's not really anyone else, at least from what I've noticed. A couple of days ago, I did fight in a gym battle, which basically what you do is there are the 3 different, groups, teams, the red, the yellow, and the blue. I guess I'm in the blue team. I don't remember picking it, because I guess that was the one that I picked when I started playing this game, and that was 5 years ago or some shit?
Hell yeah, let's go Mystic.
So, I went to battle a red gym, which is the Moltres gym, I guess. And so, it was really not that hard, because I guess someone had already come through and beat them up already, so they were all kind of low health, so I just kind of came in and cleaned up. But the whole time I was sitting there, I was out of stuff to listen to, and I didn't have a podcast or anything, unfortunately, and so it was just me sitting there having to listen to some weirdo Christians that were there on the campus trying to scream at people, saying that they were going to go to hell, and some atheist dude arguing with them, and just causing this awful scene. And I was just sitting there, playing Pokemon Go. It was the, living embodiment of just that, I just want to grill for God's sake image. I was just doing that.
You're taking in the culture.
Yeah.
No podcasts. You were forced to interact with the people.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. Obviously, I feel like I am more inclined to dislike the person getting in people's faces and trying to say that they're going to hell. I much dislike that person more. But also, like, I don't know what the hell that atheist dude was trying to do. Like, he's just standing there, like, trying to be like, you do know that there is no God, right? That you're just saying these things and you're just lying. I'm just like, please just stop. Both of you go away. Oh my God.
This may sound rude, but did he look like what you think when you say an atheist?
No.
I'm just imagining like Dib from Invader Zim arguing with the campus evangelists.
Nah, it was a pretty standard looking white dude. So yeah, not really anything. The more Christian dude was pretty much what you would expect from like a sort of like awful Christian person, though, like awful, like cramped sign, megaphone, cargo shorts, that kind of shit.
Yep.
But yeah, that was pretty dumb. But I won that gym, and that's pretty cool. Let me see what good Pokemon I have. Also, if you're listening, you are free to add me on Pokemon Go, but just like DM me your code on Twitter or something, because I tried to post my code on Twitter a couple of nights ago, or it was like a week or two ago, and I got like bombarded by spam. So,
ooh,
like it was like I had to go through like legitimately 50 just like spam. I don't think they're like spam accounts. I think they're just like people trolling through trying to grab a bunch of accounts so they can like get a bunch of gifts.
Right.
But I don't know.
Gamers.
I don't want to add randos. Like if I'm going to be sending gifts out to people, I want them to be like actual people. So yeah, you're free to add me. Just DM me on Twitter or on Discord or in the Chooch Discord. I don't really care how you get at me. I just don't want to be bombarded. And I will send you the occasional gift because I have a bunch of them and I don't need them. But that's, been playing other stuff like fucking, they added the Super Nintendo games. I've been playing a lot of Yoshi's Island. Yoshi's Island is really good.
Oh yeah. I've gotten to play Breath of Fire. The main character looks like me.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, how's it treating you? Let's talk about Breath of Fire. What's good with Breath of Fire?
So I really like Breath of Fire. Starts out really nice. Mm-hmm. It was a very smooth introduction, and because this is an SNES RPG, they've already worked out a lot of the kinks. And the coolest part about Breath of Fire was actually the menus. The menus just look really nice, and they layer on top of each other almost like, this is going to sound weird, but like old school Windows PC navigation bar stuff. They just like are big squares. They're big chunky squares that just lay on top of each other. And then as you go through them, they minimize into each other. It's like this cool little nesting doll situation where you can control all 4 party members. It also has an auto battle function just on the front. You can just, instead of, if you're just going to attack with everyone in one turn, you just hit the AB button on the screen and it just goes right into attacking with everyone. It was like, wow, this is luxury. They thought about how people would play this, and it was really nice to play.
Good.
Nice.
Yeah.
I've heard that game is really grindy, and that's like its big weakness.
Ooh, I have run into that. Like literally out the gate, you will die. Just, you go out into the world, into the first area, and a slime will just up and be like, I'm taking half your health. And I struggled to find where to heal myself or how to heal myself, so the next slime that showed up just murked me, which is fine. This game is actually completely happy with you dying. When you die and you lose your whole party, you just go back to the dragon shrine, and the dragon says like something really sweet and nice every time. What's the line? It's like, go get him, champ. Perseverance is the road to victory.
Yeehaw.
Keep trying your best. And it was like, oh, thanks. I don't feel as bad for dying. And Then when I die because I'm just like grinding a bunch and I just don't want to use any consumables and don't want to go to heal, I can just die, go back to the dragon. The dragon's like, "You're doing great, bud." And I'm like, "Thanks, dragon. I'm getting back out there and I'll see you in 5 minutes." Mm-hmm. So it's grindy, but there's also like, it's okay to grind in that game. It doesn't feel dangerous. Mm-hmm. You don't lose progress. So big ups.
Good. Walker, what old games are you playing right now? What are you getting up to?
Yeah, I've been playing this little niche game that I don't think anyone on the side is interested in, because it's like really weird, and I don't think it's up to your taste. Danganronpa?
Oh, that old chestnut.
Yes, no one here likes it. I finished the first one like a few days ago. And I was like, I thought it was alright, but I wasn't that taken in yet. And I put in 3 chapters into the second one, and I'm absolutely on board. Like, that second game is so good. So sadly, because it's a detective game, it's hard to discuss much of it without completely ruining it for everyone who's going to play it for the first time. But yeah, it's like it's a detective game. People get murdered and you try and solve the cases. And I'm so surprised by how sophisticated it became from the first one to the second one. I think I said it on the Discord. I was kind of disappointed that in the first one, I went into the trials always knowing what happened, and it just felt like a formality. And in the second one, I kind of figure it out sometimes, except for the third case, but it takes me a good chunk into the trial to even have a picture of what happened, because the writing just got very sophisticated, and it has the same issues that any mystery story has. I call it like biased, like trust in certain accounts. Like, I'm just gonna bring up an example from the game and being a bit muddy. Like, there's a beach house, and they say, like, there's no way that they were hiding in the shower because I took a glance at the shower before running out. And then they said, oh, well, then they were hiding in the closet with you, and you didn't see them. And they're like, no, I was in the closet, and they weren't there. So, it's a problem that every writer will run into. How do you, the writer who knows where the killer was, how do you convince the audience to trust one account over the other one? But those things are very little, they're very few and far between, so I'm just really impressed by how good of a mystery story it turns out to be. And, it has its annoyances of a very, very cheap Japanese game. Goddamn Hangman's Gambit, which somehow manages to be the worst part of both games.
Ooh.
Like,
it doesn't stop.
Yeah, they remade it completely, and it's still horrible. How? Like, 2 completely different ways to suck ass. But I'm just really into Danganronpa now. I kind of want to punch Komaeda in the face, but I haven't finished it, so that may change. Because dude's just weird.
No. Tell me about what you think about Komaeda.
Well, real quick.
One of the characters, one of the fun characters in Danganronpa.
How far are you into?
I just finished chapter 3 last night.
Okay.
So,
right. Oh, you wait.
No, what's your temperature on our good friend Komaeda right now?
So like, first I really like him because he's like really relaxed. He's like the type of person I like to hang around with. At the start, he's really chill. He's really welcoming. It's like he's even kind of lazy in his speech. So I was trusting him a lot, and then he becomes actual Komaeda, and everyone starts being an asshole to him, and every time that someone's an asshole to him, I'm like, yep, you tell him, just get that creep away from me.
everyone starts to pick up that Komeda is lazy and carefree about this whole murder game because he's a sociopath.
Yeah, he just makes me uneasy. He's like, just get away from me, dude.
Oh, the ride that you're gonna go on with just that character alone in the game is so worth it.
There's this part where he's tied up and you bring him food so he doesn't die. And he's like, "And you're gonna feed me?" And I just got chills. Like, oh no, why would I? Get away from me!
He's a stinky little man, and he's also Sans' best friend.
Obviously,
yeah, definitely. So I actually have a question: do people actually find Monokuma funny?
He's my son. What the fuck are you talking about?
I guess that answers it.
Are you testing me?
Please don't fire me on the spot.
So, yeah, Monokuma's complicated just because he's always there, just, floating around, and, I mean, he's not funny, but he's the mascot, so he kind of is funny because, you just you don't have a choice. So, you just kind of live with it, and you learn to love him.
Yeah, I mean, I don't
right?
I hate him, but in a good way, right? Fuck. It's a good villain. He's a good thing to play against. But, every time he's around, I'm like, dude, those jokes are terrible.
Yep, the jokes are terrible. His whole impact on the mechanics of the game, just being able to change rules on a whim, is fundamentally terrible, but, also it really works in the game.
Also, I have his little fanfare just burned into my brain. You know, the trumpets that sound every time he shows up. Yeah, that's just in my skull now. It's never gonna leave.
Yep. Who are you looking at? Who do you think is gonna survive? Just name one character you think's they've got the guts, they've got the grits to make it through all this.
In 2, I'm gonna say I'm pretty sure that Komaeda makes it just because.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's very obvious, the opposite of you.
You're seeing your main character is very kind of stoic and friendly, and he's just chaotic, and so they'll kind of Batman and Joker their way out of this one.
Yeah. And I'm thinking Chiaki's probably gonna be the other runner-up because in the first game you have this dynamic as a start with is it Kyoko and Byakuya, and they play twin detectives to you. One is bad cop and one is good cop.
Yeah.
And they kind of have the same thing going with Chiaki and Komaeda, so I'm feeling that I don't know if they make it all the way to the ending of the game, but they make it to the final case almost definitely.
Yeah. I think that's some sound reasoning.
Interesting.
Yeah, so Danganronpa is good, turns out.
You were getting to the sweetest part, too. The back nine of Danganronpa 2 is... you're in for a special treat.
And I know that people have really heated opinions about, Ultra Despair Girls and V3. So,
it's mostly just me.
Oh, is it? No, because I just when I started playing them, I saw 2 different people in my Twitter timeline say something to the effect of reminding everyone that Danganronpa 3 isn't a real Danganronpa game and stuff like that.
Ooh.
Well, Danganronpa 3 isn't. Danganronpa 3 is the anime that's a piece of shit. V3 is the game.
Danganronpa 3 has moments, okay? I'm not going to defend the whole series, or maybe even... I don't even think I'll defend that it exists, but there are some special moments in there.
There's some little blips.
Yeah.
Like the part where Komeda just has a gun.
Yep!
That's pretty good.
Komeda's just spreads unluck to everyone around him, and it works pretty well.
Yeah. Also, I guess to just mention, I did post a picture of the top of my bookshelf in here because I just wanted to show my powerful items on the top, and one of them is my perfectly represented Monokuma plush. I have seen so many Monokuma plushies that are off in some way. You know, like they're a little too furry. They have like a weird scrunched up face. The Monokuma plushie I have like looks exactly like it looks like it came out of the game, and it's like some Destiny thing. I was like, yes, this is my son. This is him.
Also, like another thing I don't like about Monokuma, that goddamn belly button is so gross looking.
It is kind of, but that's part of his charm. He's a gross little man.
Yeah, he's kind of like he makes a big deal of like, oh no, boys can go into the showers and everything, but he's kind of a disgusting pervert himself.
Oh no, he is. There's some things that I have to berate him on. He's a little shithead.
So why does every game in this series have to have a super lecherous dude just hanging around? Just goddamn he for me, I couldn't stand him. Like,
Ooh,
yeah.
And the chef in the second one is like
Teru.
Yeah.
Well, you know, don't want to say too much, but he's so you know. Yeah, there's some critiques that I will happily listen to, and I will happily give to Danganronpa 1 and 2, but Danganronpa 2 is one of my favorite games ever, still, to this day, so, you know.
Also, my favorite girl just got axed in the last case, so I'm a bit bummed out about that. But I can't say who, because spoilers. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Also, can I just say, how... I like the games. I'm liking them a lot, but how can you make first-person walking that bad in 2010?
Oh, you mean the first-person walking effect where, like, you go 1,000,000 miles an hour and slide across the floor like a hockey puck?
No, and even just, like, looking around, it's so awkward.
It's slow and chonky.
And when you're in the middle of the hallway with all the doors, every time that you hover over an interactable, you slow down even more. So it takes ages to turn around in that hole with all the doors. Good game, but like, that's what happens when you play low budget stuff, right? You have to put up with the prickly stuff to get to the goods.
Yeah.
V3 had it in a way that actually works really well, where like I said, you feel like a hockey puck just sliding around really fast on the floor, and everyone's at eye level, so you just like run up to them, hit the button to interact, and go. Except for one character who's small, and so you have to look down to talk to them ever.
That's cute. Yeah, but I really like them. I have so many thoughts about them because they are really interesting. One of the things that struck me about the first one is it almost reads like a philosophy textbook. I don't know how many of you spend your time reading that stuff, but so one of the things that's very important when you read like a philosophy text is that you have to define your terms very clearly, and you're just going to use those. So if you say like, I don't know, like resistance, then you're only ever going to bring up resistance as it concerns to your definition. And Danganronpa does that thing with despair and hope. Like, it brings up its definition, and those are the only words that you're ever going to hear. It's never going to be like optimism or like desperation or
futility.
Yeah, it's always despair and hope. Like it very clearly brings up these two concepts, and it's gonna like it revolves very clearly around them. And
holy shit, that is a philosophy book thing.
Yeah, and by the end, it almost really just evolves into a conversation about both ideas that I don't know I can entirely sanction, but I do admire the concept behind writing a game like that.
Yeah, no, philosophy textbook, or not textbooks, but philosophy books, either fictional or non-fictional, will totally isolate like single words or phrases to abstract them from any meaning that they could possibly have had. And so hope and despair in Danganronpa 1 and 2 especially definitely do that, where hope and despair do not necessarily mean the things they mean like outside in real life.
Yeah. And Komaeda is doing that to like a higher degree. So I'm like,
yeah, they're fully abstracted.
Yeah, I'm really interested in what he has to say later on.
Oh, you're right. God, it feels like some philosophy response to other philosophy. Like, oh God, who did Nietzsche always go off on? Kant or something?
Yeah.
I don't remember the lineage totally, but yeah, where it's just like, this is the response to that, which itself was a response to something else. Oh, yeah, you've got a really good point there. That might be why I gravitate to them so much.
Yeah, that does make sense.
V3 goes very postmodern in that sense, too, because it abandons almost all of it. Oh.
Alright.
God, there is something you could write on that.
Yeah.
Pooh.
So, there's a lot of news this week. Are there any other quick things that y'all want to talk about games-wise, or should we just move on to that?
No, I'm reeling. Give me the news.
Walker, you good?
No, let's go.
Alright, so first off here, this is kind of a weird but interesting thing for all of us who use Discord. If you hang out in our Chooch server, this could apply to you. Again, it's the gamezone.zone to come hang out with us. Just dropping that, reminder, because you really should come hang out there. It's a fun
also because the URL is great.
It is. It's very good.
Never get enough of it.
It's very good. So Discord, if you have Nitro for a while, you were able to access free games every month or so, I think it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was something like PS Plus or something, or Xbox Live Gold, where you'd pay to get the access to the extra stuff on your Discord, such as being able to use emojis from one server in other servers, and some faster download times, and better bandwidth, and etc., etc. Well, they are removing the free games, the free Nitro games. So you're still going to be able to purchase games through Discord's marketplace, but the free games are not going to be available anymore. All of the games that were previously available are no longer going to be available. Discord is actually completely upfront about why this year, why this is happening this year. It has been a year since they started doing this, and they said, well, we would have to make new contracts for these free games for the next year, but nobody was playing them, so it would cost way more money than it would to keep them up. It would not be worth it. So we are just going to remove that from Discord Nitro, which, they were upfront about it. They were just like, yeah, y'all weren't playing it, so, who cares? Well,
which it was a good idea at the time, but I don't think there's anyone that even is no, keep the, so people want to keep the Nitro games, of course, because there's some good stuff in there that just folks never could ever get around to. Mm-hmm. But it's a weird place to play a game off of Discord's game client.
Yeah, it
not
is
necessarily
really
my
strange.
First go-to.
But then the good news is that they were also really upfront with saying, we're going to keep the prices the same, but we're going to change some things. So first off, they said that, up until October 15th, you will be able to keep playing those games. But if you do want to cancel your Nitro subscription based on, all of this, they said that you will be able to get a refund. So if the free games were a big portion of why you were using Nitro, there you go, you can get a refund. Yep. They are adding some more features. I think the first thing that they said was they are letting Nitro subscribers, have 100 megabyte file uploads. And also they are adding some more features to the Discord Nitro Boost. Or at the very least, they're making it easier to work. So, the Nitro Boost thing is, if you like a server enough, for example, the Chooch Discord, you can actually boost it, and at certain ranks, based on how many boosts you got, you would be able to have more emojis in that server. You'd have better call quality, etc., etc. So they are making it easier to hit the maximum number of boosts to get the best perks from 50 to 20, which is a lot more reasonable, because it was like, oh, you have to get 2 to get the first level, and then the second level was 10, and then the third one was 50. So now it's only 20, so that's like a normal amount, it feels like. And pretty much everything else is staying the same. They said that they will keep adding more stuff, but they want to use that money, they want to use their resources on something that people are actually going to use.
Yep.
So that makes sense.
I really love the moves that Discord is making, just removing the games, because 1 year ago, Discord came out and said, hey, we're going to be a storefront and we're going to provide games, which we took as like one statement. That means one thing. Mm-hmm. But it's a year later and they don't need to provide games, but they can still be a storefront. How things have changed is that 1 year ago, Discord was most popular as community building and fan Discord site stuff. But now in 2019, it is the go-to for building instant communities around the specific developers and publishers of games directly. And so as a storefront, it's now more popular than ever, because you can go to the storefront, you can go to the Discord of a game that you like and buy their game from that Discord server.
Yeah.
And I want them to keep building on that infrastructure and not have to provide games, because that's much harder. When you're a game launcher as well as a storefront is like, you don't have to be both of those things. And Discord kind of proves that.
It's a lot of work doing that. Like, I mean, Valve doesn't make games anymore because they just do Steam. So I'd have to imagine that Discord at some point was like, look, we aren't getting that much from these people playing games or getting the free games. We need to focus on what we're good at and not spread ourselves too thin. So it's smart. It's smart that they're doing this, and I hope that there's more interesting things that they are adding.
Have they released any numbers on how successful the actual selling of stuff has been on Discord?
Yeah, they have not said. I don't know if people have really said anything about that. I don't know. I would have to think that if people aren't playing that many free games, that it probably wouldn't be that good for the paid stuff, but who knows? I couldn't tell you.
It's always struck me as really odd, and this may just be my age showing, because I know that people use Steam as their primary means of communication these days as well. But it's always been really strange to me that I'm going to open my Messenger app to purchase a video game. That just doesn't
It is weird.
follow for me.
Well, yeah, it's not like you're going to go to Discord to purchase a game, but like if I hit the little magnifying glass at the bottom of my server list, it goes to server discovery, and it's just a long list of video game servers. And if I go to them, if I go to the World of Warcraft official Discord server, I can just go and pick it up just casually. I don't know if I can pick that game up specifically casually, but that's the idea. The idea is that you just like, oh, I'm hanging out on this server. I'm just going to pick up the game while I'm here. Also, now I'm in the World of Warcraft server, which is very pretty, but also I'm going to leave.
I can't imagine being in a big-ass server like that. That sounds like a nightmare.
You mute it, and you never check it.
Yep.
I mean, this is not meant to be a diss. This is just the truth. Like, people already mute Chooch Chat. I can't imagine being in a bigger server than that one. Like, there's not even like 200 people in that server. I don't even think there's 150. I can't imagine.
When a server gets too big, sometimes they turn in this thing where it won't give out notifications by default.
Sure.
Because it otherwise drives people crazy.
Right.
All right. So, what else has been going on? Solon, do you want to talk about the one bit of news that you have listed here?
I've got one little bit of news that I've been having a great time with this week. And that's the Sea of Thieves update. They just had their big anniversary celebration, and they added the one thing that I've been dying for, that everyone's been dying for, and that's to pay Sea of Thieves actual physical human money so that I can get a monkey.
Oh.
Yeah. I can get a monkey. I can name it, and it will follow me around.
Does it do anything else? Does it, like, grab treasure?
I think it just is cute. I don't think it grabs treasure. It's too little.
That's pretty good, though. It's still good.
I think I could make it hold a skull. That's about the size that this monkey is.
Okay.
But it's dang cute, and you're a pirate, so you gotta have a pirate pal. And so they've got parrots and monkeys right now. I hope they get cats soon. That's kind of gonna be the big money right there.
You think cats are pirate adjacent?
They hate water.
No, but cats always, like, help out and get into stuff, and there's what is the Pirates of the Caribbean characters? They all had, like, dogs and cats on the mainland that would look all scraggly and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I want a little scraggly fur ball. But for right now, the monkey and the parrot, very, very good. You gotta have a parrot.
Hmm?
So that's not all. There's also a bunch of extra stuff. Well, I mean, they added a whole... you haven't been able to do microtransactions in the entire game up to this point.
Mm-hmm.
Which is weird for a, living game like this. Usually that's the first thing that goes in, but that's not what Rare is about. That's not what Sea of Thieves is really about. And so they've been waiting until now when they get the big money. The thing that everyone wants is, a parrot on your shoulder that you can name that squawks. So now they have in-game currency that you can actually collect. You don't actually have to pay money if you, spend the time. But they've got special skeletons that spawn that are like ancient skeletons that give you ancient coin. And ancient coin is the in-game universe money thing that's real-life money.
Mm-hmm.
And so you can spend that on a bunch of stuff. They've got a bunch of Banjo and Kazooie stuff, too, to tie in with the celebration. And also with Banjo coming to Smash. It's very well timed. So, yeah, I'm realizing right now that the Sea of Thieves cast, Merrick is 1 degree of separation away from getting his ass beat up by Ryu.
Uh-huh.
And that's nice.
That is nice.
Yeah. The whole Rare cast. I guess that means, what's her name from Perfect Dark?
Joanna Dark.
Joanna Dark is like almost 1 degree away from getting her ass beat by Ryu in a street fight, which would own.
We are all like at least 1 degree away from getting our ass beat by Ryu. It's every day. Yep. It gets closer and closer to reality. He's just gonna hop out of the game world one day and be like, "I'm here to kill you all," and we're gonna be like, "Yeah, that makes sense." or rather, it'll be the "Yeah, that makes sense" from Street Fighter 3. But yeah, that's good. And there was another thing that happened on that stream though. A fucked up thing that we had to like spoiler tag because it was a little nasty.
It's a little nasty. Daddy Joe Neat always does his developer streams. We love Joe Neat. He's an incredible host, as on top of just being a good dev and runner of the Sea of Thieves crew. But Joe Neat and his production, they brought a monkey on the set, and the monkey was very, very cute and fun, and had maybe a little too much fun on some of the co-hosts when he yarped and he booped all over the set. There was stuff coming out of every end of that monkey, but hey, it sold copies. It literally, because of that, was why I knew the Sea of Thieves update happened. So, good job, that one dev, for taking one for the team.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it was 3 Sheets Daddy Joe Neat, but I think it was. I think it was one of his other co-hosts.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, those productions are really good. I don't know if you've ever caught any of them, but they actually are thorough. Like, they talk in depth about the construction of Sea of Thieves on every single patch.
It's good.
And they're usually like an hour long, really digestible, and they're just like, hey, here's all the changes we made. Here's how the sea looks now. Here's all the polygons that went into making the sea this time.
Here are the thieves.
There's the thieves. Oh
What
god, that
of
sea
them?
looks so pretty. What of those seas
On
and
the
their
sea.
thieves? Oh, rowboats have harpoons now. That's the new thing.
Okay.
Robots?
Yeah, rowboats.
Oh, yeah.
So you can
Rowboats and
now-
harpoons just make me think of Resident Evil 4. Thank you.
Oh shit! Yeah, you can just do that now. You could fight. You could fight a megalodon in a rowboat with a harpoon.
I'm ready. As long as it doesn't start dragging me down and I gotta cut the rope off my leg.
Ooh. Yeah, you can definitely do that. I would love to see how that interaction works.
Walker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Walker.
I guess the most important news of this week is this trailer. There's more trailers for the new Guilty Gear that's coming out in 2020.
Well, there was a new one.
Yeah, they showed the old one and then they showed the new one, which is just Sol and Kai beating the snot out of each other. Looking fantastic with a new song by Daisuke. They didn't really show much else other than like 40 frames of Mei with a new outfit. And
Yeah,
they said
May is confirmed. They mostly focused on like the original trailer, and they were just talking about the like modeling of the new characters. They did just like focus on how pretty Kai Kisuke is for like 20 minutes, which I know quite a few people that were very into that. So, you know, they know their market.
Oh yeah.
Definitely. Yeah, and then they just showed like Mei for 40 frames, and they said, come to see Otaku to see probably just another trailer of two dudes fighting and 40 frames of another character.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, those 40 frames were important though, because that's all I've seen of the new Guilty Gear.
Yeah, May's new outfit is real cute. She looks cute in this one.
Is she all grown up now?
Yeah.
I don't know. She's more grown up, but I don't know if she's like an adult.
Well, she has to be like 20, because someone brought it up last night and I took a dive into the Guilty Gear wiki. I don't know how long it's between Exard and the new one, but she has to be like 20-something by now.
Really?
Yeah,
I didn't know that. I thought she was like 12 in
it's 7
Exard.
years
Is she
from
like...
No, it's 7 years from the first Guilty to Exard, and she's like 10 in the first one. So she has
got
to
to
be
in
like
like her
16, 17 in Exard. So she has
Okay,
to be
and
like 20
I
by
think
now.
they said it's like 2 or 3 years after Exard, so she's got to be like 19, 20, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I did not know that. I don't know anything about Guilty Gear.
No one knows anything about Guilty Gear.
I mean, yeah,
No.
but like I don't even know anything about the characters. I don't know like their ages and their birthdays. I'm not that involved with that shit. Like I don't know what any of the characters like. I just see their designs and I'm like, they're cool. I like Faust. I hope Faust is in this one.
Oh, I hope that's... He's the best. The fucking paper bag. He's the best.
I fucking love Faust. So okay. Then I guess the ultimate question is, Walker, are you more of a Soul guy or a Kai guy? Who do you
Kai.
prefer? You're into Kai.
Okay, that's fine, I guess.
Well, Walker, are you Soul, and are you more into Soul? Well, Soul.
Yes, it's me.
Soul and
Soul and bad guy.
Soul and bad guy. If they give
I fucking
Soul a blue
love
hair,
Soul.
if they give Soul a blue-haired alt, that'll just be there. You go. No,
he's the red guy. I would almost riot if I ever saw him in blue, just because I'm like, no, he's a red guy.
Yeah.
And I'm as a blue guy, I'm like, yeah, you stick with your color. You live that life. And Soul bad guy absolutely lives that life.
So if there was a red Solon, that would just be like the Nega Solon.
Ooh.
You'd be pissed.
Yeah. Oh, we'd fight. It'd be awesome.
Alright. Yeah, I don't know. I will be at CEO Taku, so I hope that I'm there in the room when they show that trailer for the first time. I'm pretty excited. I don't think I've been to E3 before, so I was like at the Microsoft conference, but I've never been at a fighting game tournament where they've announced a character. So I'm pretty excited to be in the room when they show a character. I want to see everyone flip out, especially if it's like, well,
Dizzy?
Yeah, if it's someone that people are really looking forward to, I just want to like revel in that.
I hope you get Faust.
Oh, if Faust is there, you'll see me on a chair like that would be pretty good. So let's see here. Next bit of news here. Nintendo is really in the news. They had their Direct, but
they've been so loud lately. Yeah. Continuously.
They have their crazy Direct, but now they have a bunch of other news, both good and bad.
Yep.
So, should we touch upon... Okay, so there's good, bad, and weird.
So I have something to say. You guys are saying that Direct was good, but I get all of my news from YouTube, and apparently that Direct was terrible.
Oh, yeah, sorry. We got to represent the YouTube side of things. That Direct was awful. What did it have? It had nothing.
Who the fuck is Terry Bogard?
They didn't say anything. Who the fuck is Terry? Scary.
Don't listen to the Muppet, okay? Don't listen to the Muppet.
They really didn't like it. I am just flummoxed.
Don't listen to the Muppet.
You don't actually want more Nintendo stuff. I see. Is it because this Nintendo stuff is not Nintendo, but Nintendo's canonizing other companies' stuff now as their own, and so it's...
What's Deadly Premonition, anyway?
God, read another book! Arlo! Stop playing Super Mario Brothers!
He's never going to come on the show now. We're never going to have Arlo on Chuchigatari.
I just want to show Arlo other video games. There's good ones out there that aren't Nintendo games.
Yeah.
Zelda is not the best franchise ever.
It's really not.
It's great. It's not. There's other. Read another book.
All right, so here's your choices here. Should I do the good, the bad, or the weird news for Nintendo?
Oh, weird. Give us something nice right now. Let's just devolve. Oh, okay. You want the weird, Walker?
Yeah, I like the weird stuff. Which I know what it is.
Start off with the weird.
It's the ring thing, isn't it?
No, I was gonna the Pokemon is the weird thing. So I'll do the Pokemon and then I'll do the ring because now that you've mentioned it. Okay, so the Pokemon thing is quite strange. Probably by the time you hear this, I bet they will reveal this because it is just super weird that they haven't fully revealed this yet. But at like 2 a.m, which is just like baffling, the Pokemon Twitter account was just like, "Hey, there's a new Pokemon. Here it is." You go on the Pokemon website, and it is just like the Sword and Shield website, like what you would expect. But in the corner, there is just this weird GIF of this, like, glitched out looking thing that you can barely tell what it is. It's like green. It looks like it has some kind of like, I don't know, like some kind of item in its hand. And it's got like a white head with what looks like bunny ears, and then a like green and white like meter or something above it. I don't know. It's really weird looking.
There's some kind of corruption on the main Pokemon website.
Yeah, and then when you click on it, it brings up a Pokédex listing right after playing Rotom's Cry. And it says the following. It says that the Pokemon is 257 pounds. It's a fighting type. It has the ability Steadfast. And then it says, only blank that have survived many battles can attain this blank. When this Pokemon's blank blankers, it will retire from combat.
Hey, what? When this Pokemon's blank blankers...
Well, it's like a blank, but then the last bit of the word is ERS, so it's like blankers.
Yeah. So, like, what kind of possible words could be in there?
I mean, it seems pretty, it seems like it's an evolution, because, only blank that have survived many battles, so it's, like, only previous Pokemon that have survived many battles can attain this form, maybe, or evolution, or something like that. And then
it's going to be that blank's going to be the pre-evolution name.
Exactly. So it's
only
probably
Machoke that have achieved many battles can achieve this form, and then we got to fill in the next part, though.
Yeah, well, we'll find out, because some people are thinking that it is an evolution of Farfetch'd because it has, like, the green color scheme and it looks like it's holding a leek, like a big-ass sword leek thing.
And Farfetch'd are known for, dueling battles because they're like a little samurai guy.
Yeah, but then the thing is that it's a pure fighting type. So why would Farfetch'd, which is flying, turn into a pure fighting type? Like, maybe
is Farfetch'd flying? Or is it just normal?
I think it's normal flying. But if it was fighting flying, that would make sense, because it would be like, yeah, it's still a flying type, it's still a bird, but it has the full
So these weird
type.
pixels show up, and that makes everyone go to like, oh, this is some retro throwback kind of thing. I've heard people talk about like, it's missing no.
Well, yeah, because it's very glitchy looking. So people are immediately thinking, maybe it's missing no, especially because its body shape is kind of similar to Cubone, and it kind of looks like it might be wearing a skull on its head. And Cubone kind of sort of ties into Missing No through like a sort of like 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon thing, because Missing No, if it's leveled up, will evolve into Kangaskhan, because Kangaskhan is the first Pokemon in the listing for like everything that was put into the Pokemon game. And then Kangaskhan is like has been rumored, and there have been some other like demos and leaked scrapped Pokemon that have pointed to, well, actually Cubone is a baby Kangaskhan that the mother gets killed and then the baby puts the skull on its head, and so Cubones are baby Kangaskhan. So people are thinking that maybe this is going to be some kind of weird Cubone Galarian form, or maybe it's going to be tied into Missing No, because then it'll like wrap everything together and they'll finally be like, yeah, Missing No is real, and also it proves the Kangaskhan and Cubone theory and all that, like, which I don't think they'll do that. I don't think they'll do that.
But you think that this stems from some kind of first generation Pokemon thing?
It might. I really.
The text on this, honestly, it looks like it. It looks like old timey Game Boy broken text.
Well, yeah, like the graphics remind me of Game Boy, especially like that meter looking thing. Like, some people are thinking that it is like a leek or like a sword or something, but that just reminds me of like a Game Boy health bar. So
True.
I don't know. I really don't know if this is some kind of like. I do think it is a new form of an old Pokemon. I think it is a Galarian form or some sort of new Galarian evolution. I don't know which one it is. And hell, you know what? Here's my thought. Like, here's my theory. Maybe this specific Pokemon isn't associated with Missing No, but maybe this is teasing Missing No, because maybe it's like, oh, Missing No's getting into the Pokedex and glitching up like this would be a normal, like, oh, hey, here's just this new fighting type Pokemon or whatever, but Missing No's glitching everything up. So maybe like there will be a new Pokemon Direct or something, and then like during it there will be just like a big glitch thing, and then they're gonna be like, oh, well, we're finally making Missing No canon. You can catch Missing No, you can fight Missing No.
Mm-hmm.
That makes total sense to me, because it's really outside of the Pokemon aesthetic to add like glitchy stuff. It's just not in that world, really.
Yeah, I still think that they should have made Missing No canon in Let's Go, because like Meltan and Melmetal are whatever, but if they like tied in this glitch Pokemon, like, hey, this is like, because Missing No is such a like a classic thing. Like, you can talk to people who just play the original Pokemon games and, like, don't care about video games, and you can mention Missing No, and there's a good chance that they'll remember that. And so that would be a really good tie-in, like, hey, Pokemon Let's Go is this big remake of the original Pokemon games, and it's to bring in people that liked Pokemon Go. Like, people that played Pokemon Go and then moved on to Let's Go, Missing No would have been a big thing. Like, yeah, remember that weird glitch? Well, we're making it real. You can catch it, you can battle it, you can do it's real. I think it's really weird that they didn't do that. And if they're doing it if they're doing it in Sword and Shield, that almost feels like it's a little like too late, but I mean, I'm gonna dig it because I always liked Missing No. Like growing up, I thought it was the coolest shit. I thought it was really interesting and weird how it like cloned get your items and all that. So I'm down for it. It's still just like really weird.
I would have absolutely just fully played through all of Let's Go if Missing No was in it. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, I mean
that would have sold for me.
I mean, I played all the way through all of Let's Go, and that was something.
I didn't touch it because there was nothing for me. But if Missing No was in there, that would have been the thing.
Exactly.
That would have sold copies.
Mm-hmm. So, but the thing, like if it isn't Missing No, then what could it possibly be that justifies such a strange reveal?
Well, it's something who's blankers. And this is the thing that's really fucking with me. Because those aren't noun. Like, there's there's some kind of... They're not proper nouns. There's a noun in there, then there's a verb of some kind, or some adjective that's...
Maybe the savage just blanket.
I mean, yeah. When this Pokemon's skull shatters, it will retire from combat. When this Pokemon's... belt disasters. When this something about this Pokemon is going to have something bad happen to it, and then it will retire from combat. And I'm trying to think why they would be hiding that specifically, and that's the whole mystery that's got me really reeling on this. Because that's the juicy bit that if they told us, everyone would know what Pokemon this was.
Mm-hmm.
Has there been any theories or anything? Like that aren't the ones we've talked about already? That
not really. I feel
based on looks.
Like everyone is just saying that it's either some kind of Cubone thing or Farfetch thing or Missing No. Like those are the theories. I'm not really seeing anything else, but you never know.
It's 260 pounds is also throwing me off because this looks like a little guy.
Mm-hmm.
It's got half of it looks like a head, and the lower half just looks like a little tiny body underneath it. So it looks like a little baby, but it's supposed to be a big fella.
I don't know. Yeah, it's like a couple 100 pounds. Maybe the glitching is making the information wrong,
Maybe.
That could be part of it.
I mean, they also won't tell us the height.
Exactly.
So I have no sense of scale on this creature. That's cool. That's fun. I'm having a good time looking at this.
Yeah, it is fun. I'm hoping that we're going to have some more, because, this game's coming out pretty soon, and we haven't seen that many Pokemon. Like, we haven't seen the starter evolutions even, So, I don't know. I guess we'll see. I'm excited. I'm excited to see what's going on. This is making me intrigued. And again, if they
are Pokemon vibes.
If they are making Missing No canon, I will flip the fuck out. Like, you have no idea. My Twitter, like, your everyone's Twitter feeds will be completely impossible to use because it's going to be me going, "Oh my god, they did it!" Yeah, like that. Like that.
Worked yourself into a shoot there, brother.
I did. Walker, please talk about something before...
Yeah, don't worry. I will save your life. So, Konami keeps, dipping back into milking their old franchises.
No.
You know what? I try to be more generous to Konami, if only because my undying hatred of Metal Gear fuels me a little bit to be sympathetic to them for finally ending my plight. But They came back to Contra of all things. They're making a new thing called Contra Rogue Corps. They put out a gameplay demo. It's like a third-person shoot-'em-up kind of thing, and it looks just awful in every way.
Oh no!
And it looks super janky. To me, that game is the biggest proof that a good artist will always make up for technical deficiencies. Because, speaking of Daisuke Iwatari, he did a version of Contra called Hard Cops Uprising. And that game is from 9 years ago, and it looks so much better than this new game they're putting out.
Oh, no.
it has more particle effects and more complex lighting because it's in 3D as well. It's a full-on third-person shooter. It looks like a bad 80s... It looks like those cover art for the 80s Contras, which they didn't look great to begin with. It's like this garish Terminator ripoffs with like purple and orange lighting and generic rooftops as the stages, and the gameplay just looks like bad Metal Wolf Chaos.
I had my run-in with Konami and Contra Rogue Core is that folks in my streaming circles did get offers from Konami to play, and it was a paid opportunity to play Contra, and they were specifically asking for the biggest Contra fans. We need Contra fans. And I was just like, who?
Yeah, Contra is one of those series that was very big back in the day, and then like no one cares what they did after that.
I'm sure there's Contra fans out there, but like
not.
Huge Contra heads in 2019 wanting to... It's Contra. It's not even that... It's a franchise that has many entries and enough to, be a full running franchise staple for Konami. But they're not long games. They're not dense, thick games to play. It's just Contra. It's just weird American war simulator kind of stuff.
No, it's not that.
Is it not?
No, it's not.
It's like jungle warfare stuff.
It's dumb running gun alien shooting. It's very goofy.
Oh, right. You always dive into the alien base. It becomes like a much bigger thing.
Like an alien. Yeah, the design of the alien is literally just Ridley Scott's Alien.
Yeah, and you're basically playing as Rambo and
Schwarzenegger.
Schwarzenegger, yeah.
Yeah.
Except if you
that was
play
the aesthetic that always got me.
If you play in Europe, it's cyborgs shooting other cyborgs. Because violence against people wasn't allowed in games back then. It's called Pro Protector.
I mean,
that's what that is.
Yeah.
They are good games, and,
Yeah, they're not bad. I just
people remember them fondly. It's just like... I think the problem is that they have shown Contra Rogue Core already, and just from what Konami has said about that game, even big Contra heads would hate it. There's one of the biggest things about Contra is that it's all about just shooting like crazy and focusing on dodging attacks. Contra is pretty much like the granddaddy of the bullet hell. And so them focusing on there's ammo in this game. As soon as they said you have to watch your ammo, that is already no, I don't want to play this. All right, you just sold me. There are so many people that were like, nope, we're done. No, you're supposed to have infinite ammo in Contra. It is just run around, running gun, dodge bullets, oorah, gung-ho. That is what Contra is. And it's just dumb, hypermasculine fun, pretty much. And they are, limiting it a ton and just being really, really dumb with it. And it's just... Nobody is going to like that game. That is a game for nobody.
Which is weird, because Konami just put out the Contra collection, and it seemed like they really knew what they were doing with that.
Yeah, because they made those games a while ago when they were still making good games, and now they're not.
So for me,
I'm not getting in bed with Konami. I don't really care how much they offer me. It's not going to happen anytime soon.
Every time Contra comes up, it just opens the wound of Uprising. If anyone listening has an Xbox One, you can still purchase and play Uprising. It's one of the best running guns I've ever played. It's by Daisuke. It has music by Daisuke with the designs are not as American as other Contra stuff. It's definitely an anime game with Soul bad guy ripoff dude as the main player. But it's what you would expect of a Contra in 2011 when it came out. You have 2 weapon slots. You have wall running, deflecting shots. It's a fully fledged twin stick shooter, and no one bought that one either because no one cares about Contra, really.
Aww.
Not even as a really good shoot 'em up. It's you say Contra to someone and they think about a game from the 80s. They don't think about a series that they're like really engaged with right now.
I mean, something else to think about. I just feel like people that aren't Konami make the best Contras these days, or I mean, at the very least, recently, because, like, yeah, you mentioned Hardcore Uprising, and then there's also Contra 4, which was made by WayForward, and that game is like a classic on the DS, but that was just published by Konami, you know? Like, Konami has fallen so downhill that, like, their best games are games that they don't really have anything to do with.
Actually, now that you bring it up, are they making this one, or is it another developer? And they're just
couldn't tell you, but I bet they aren't actually working on it. I don't know. That might be like disproving my point, but I don't know.
They're working with someone called Toy Logic.
Well, I don't know who that is.
Me neither.
That might explain why they're looking for streamers if they're going a different direction, because Konami themselves don't like go out of their way to be like, let's find streamers and let's find influencers who will play our games. They usually just, throw stuff out and stuff happens. But this one, they're really aggressively like trying to court people. I mean, Contra Rogue Core of all things. I don't know.
I mean, they've been trying to court people with their new Yu-Gi-Oh game recently. If I may be a bastard,
please.
Yeah, so, I mean, like, a lot of the Yu-Gi-Oh! YouTubers I've seen have been getting, like, review copies of their new Yu-Gi-Oh! Game, and, like, I was asking for a review copy. They sent me a review copy of that Castlevania collection. I did not get a review copy of that Yu-Gi-Oh! Game, which, I don't know, that's fine, whatever, but I'm almost kind of glad that I didn't, because that game sounds like it's really frustrating. I guess the best way to describe it, okay, I'm trying to figure out a way to describe this for you all, so you can understand it.
Please. So, I'm big dumb. Explain it to me like I've never played a Contra before.
Or Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yu-Gi-Oh! Also even more.
Also a Contra. Okay. There was a Yu-Gi-Oh! Game, like this, pretty much this exact same Yu-Gi-Oh! Game came out before, on PS4, like around when the PS4 came out. And it was fine, whatever, it was just playing the game. This one is updated to include the new Link summoning, which changes how the game works. Because if you have played Yu-Gi-Oh! In the past, like if we're just talking about like original Yu-Gi-Oh!, you recall that like you could fusion summon, and fusions were on the separate side. You'd play polymerization, and then you would fuse the monsters, and they would come out on the field. Well,
yeah,
there's been a bunch of different like ways to summon from that extra zone to the left, from that extra deck. So many that they made a specific type of monster to limit that, because it used to just be that you could just fill up your board really quickly with all the special summons that you could do. But now there's Link monsters, which what they do is you're supposed to play them in the middle of the field, not like in the middle of your 5 slots. Like there are new slots in the middle between you and your opponent, and you're supposed to put the Link monster there, and then there's arrows on the Link monsters. And that points to where else you can put stuff from your extra deck. So stuff like Synchro Summons, Xyz Summons, Fusions, all of those, they need to go to where those arrows are pointing.
Oh, that's really funny, actually.
If you don't have a Link monster, you can only summon one thing from the extra deck, and they go into that middle slot. So...
This is like Free Cell.
Yeah. So like something with this Yu-Gi-Oh! Game, though, is that you are able to play like classic duels, like you're able to play, like classic matches from the different animes, like you can do Yugi versus Pegasus, and you can play as Yugi, and then once you're finished with that, you could switch and you could play as Pegasus, and you could do all that stuff. At a certain point, you're going to hit like when they introduce synchro summoning and all that, so you're going to be able to do a bunch of synchro summons. But the problem is that they keep the extra monster zone. So, it completely breaks how that game works, because you are using a deck built around the old rules, but you are playing with the new rules.
Ooh, yeah, that doesn't scale.
It sounds completely baffling. Like, it's so restrictive. And of course, because your opponent has to do the same thing, it's not like there's like an edge per se, but there's no reason why they shouldn't just turn that rule off for these old duels and then turn it on once you're hitting the new ones, because the game is structured around that, and the game isn't structured around that back then because it didn't exist. It's
I have a question.
Incredibly stupid.
Because I do know the basics of like the Link summoning. does that affect, like, when does that start getting really bad? Right from the very first Yu-Gi-Oh? Or does it start getting really bad in, like, 5Ds?
I mean, because, like, you would only fusion summon here and there in original Yu-Gi-Oh! That wasn't that big of a deal, but, like, I'd say around 5Ds and, like, when synchro summoning came around, that's when it starts to get frustrating, because synchro summoning isn't that hard. You can do a bunch of different special synchro summons, and the game is built around that. And that is why they eventually introduced link summoning, because it was so easy to do that, but without the link monsters, it's still really restrictive, It's even more restrictive than it should be. Because, like, it needed that restriction, but that restriction is still reasonable. It is not one and only one. It is, okay, you have, like, 2 or 3 or something like that. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's essentially prohibiting you from using anything other than one of your power cards, right? Like, it's taking away every big puncher that you have.
Exactly. So yeah, it's really dumb. And I mean, I've just heard that it's really glitchy, and it just, it just sounds like a really frustrating game. However, though, because Yu-Gi-Oh! Fans are nuts, if you buy a physical copy of that game and you sell the promo cards that are in there, you will probably not just get your money back, but probably make money off of it, even if you just keep the game. So, I guess, think about doing that if you want.
Or don't. Save yourself some time.
Back when I was starting to get involved in the Chuch Discord and you horrible people made me watch Yu-Gi-Oh! YouTube videos, I got recommended a bunch of just card review videos. And one guy was talking about how the Blue Eyes that came with a Game Boy game can be sold for something like $200.
Yeah, there's the old, I think it's from, like, the original Dark Duel Stories or something. Yeah, DDS Blue Eyes. Yeah, that's a very expensive card. That might be even more than $200. There's some rare cards that were, like, just bundled in with, like, toys and stuff. It's really funny that, like, if you just have, like, Blue Eyes White Dragon, you can get a Blue Eyes White Dragon for a song if you just ask somebody, but for that specific Blue Eyes that just has that exact number on it, that's worth hundreds and hundreds of dollars.
Wow, yeah. No, Konami is putting together a real healthy game. It sounds like they're definitely not just reacting to their own meta constantly, and sometimes the collector community just, reacts to whatever happens. Totally normal.
Yeah, we'll see.
Outside of that, the card game sounds great. Like, I like the idea of link summoning as just a way to restrict the field and play around with the field space itself, but oh boy, all the rest of that just sounds like so much.
Yeah, it just seems like a mess. All right, let's talk about the good news for Nintendo, which is also kind of weird. The next Nintendo Fitness game has been announced, and it actually seems pretty fun. It's called Ring Fit Adventure, where what it is right after the Direct last week, they showed off this ring peripheral where you put one of the Joy-Cons in it and you strap the other Joy-Con to your leg. And, they finally revealed what it is, and they called the ring thing the Ring-Con. And what it is it is a fitness RPG where you do different, like, squats and run and do all kinds of little fitness activities to progress through an RPG where you're fighting a weightlifting, like a bodybuilding evil gorilla or something like that, or a dragon?
It is a evil bodybuilding jock dragon.
Okay. They say that there are 40 exercises in the game. That you can play it, normally with the Ring-Con, or you can also set it into silent mode, so you can play it without, like, lifting your legs or anything like that. Like, the exercises will be explicitly like, okay, this is for if you're doing this at night, or if you have like downstairs neighbors or something like that. There's just, there's all different kinds of things. There's also like a quick play thing. So if you don't want to actually play the RPG, you can just do some exercises, do some practice. And you can also like tune it to your skill level, so you don't have to like overwhelm yourself playing this game. It seems like a pretty like solid little exercise thing. They're selling it for $80, $80 US, and that comes with the ring and the leg strap. And it is coming out October 18th.
I feel like we're really, the promo also did this. We're glossing over the main thing, and that's the antagonist of this game is a ripped dragon?
Yeah.
Who enjoys bodybuilding.
He's gonna be in Smash, eventually.
I mean, I want the Ring Fit adventurer to be in Smash. I want them to be in.
I just found out his name is Drago. It's French. I'm very excited for things that really don't pertain to the game itself, because as long as Pilates ring is kind of neat, I guess. But I want to see the speed run of this game. I hope it just breaks any kind of concept of working out at all.
Yeah.
Like tapping your controller while pretending that you're running.
Yeah. They're going to find whatever the quickest attack to do is and just spam that over and over.
Mm-hmm.
I'm interested in the combat just because it seems like it's going to be a very simple rock, paper, scissors, and I feel like the rock, the paper, and the scissors are going to be different schools of basically stretching, different schools of using the ring fit for basically moving it or stretching it or doing yoga poses, and that'll be like your rock, your paper, and your scissors.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it looks cute, and even the weird robot people who were demoing it were was
Oh yeah, that was
a little out of place.
Nightmarish.
Yeah, you can just look at the thumbnail for the picture for the Nintendo trailer, and they're right there looking like they got drawn onto the scene, and there's some like Boston Dynamics workings underneath.
Oh my god!
Them. Yeah.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
They're fucked up beings.
But yeah, it actually reminds me a lot of the what's the Quest game thing that you do on the Nintendo DS? The 3DS had Find Me.
Yeah, Find Me. It does kind of remind me of that.
It looks a lot like that, where it's like you just fight a bunch of cute monsters and all of your attacks are kind of AoEs-esque. And you just knock down a bunch of health bars, and it's very flashy and like you win, you're always winning, you're always going forward, and it looked cool.
But the question
got a
is,
nice,
if I'm like
simple look to it.
If I'm like a real fitness enthusiast and I really want to get in shape, is this better than the best workout game, Walk It Out, for the Nintendo Wii?
Konami needs to stop. They needed to stop 10 years ago. When they produced Walk It Out for the Nintendo Wii. Oh, I can't believe I'm going to walk it out in a month.
God, I was going to say that I think we're like an anti-Konami website by now, but then I thought about it and I was like, wait, no, I can't say that. I'm the Yu-Gi-Oh bitch. I can't say that.
We're not totally. They do Castlevania. They do Metal Gear. They got flavors in all spades, but being anti-Konami is not hard.
I meant like anti-current Konami.
Konami makes it very easy to hate them because they do things all the time that are extraordinarily questionable. Aren't they doing a mobile Castlevania now?
Yeah, they announced some kind of new mobile Castlevania. It basically looks like they're like doing a new Harmony, it's not Harmony of Dissonance. It's the like HD one that was like the multiplayer game on like Xbox and PS3.
Harmony of Despair.
Was it Harmony of Despair?
Yeah.
Okay, well, yeah, they're basically doing a new one of those, except it's all on mobile. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
It makes sense. We have a lot of news from it. It's Tokyo Game Show.
Yeah.
That's what's been happening this week.
Mm-hmm. All right, Walker, what else you got?
The last one is they announced the pre-order bonuses for Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, the little RPG thingy that Cyber Connect is making. I don't remember who's making it. If you pre-order it in Japan, you get a bonus fight against a new OC character in the Ginyu Force. But the thing that interests me is that you also get like an extra bit of the story, where you get to visit Yardrad, the weird planet where Goku learned the teletransportation move. What's it called in English? Instant transmission. Yes. Sorry, I watched it in Spanish. Yeah, instant transmission. And every time that place shows up anywhere, it's different and it's always super fucking weird. Like, in the show, they're like these really posh pink aliens. And in an Xbox game called Dragon Ball Z Legends, they're like these really big buff, like blue Piccolos with a breathing mask. So I'm really looking forward to knowing what they do with it, because that place is like a throwaway line in the actual story. So every time that it comes time to depict it, they just make weird stuff.
I'm down for them to do it. That's like, this whole game is just them like being fucking weird and crazy, and I'm okay with them just like digging into random shit and just going for it.
Also, but I really love the Yardrad outfit that Goku gets after he comes back. It's like, he finally dresses like a man of good breeding for once.
Looks like a normal man.
Wait, like a man of what?
Oh, that's like
I don't know if I know that expression.
I guess that's an English thing. Like, yeah, like a person of good breeding. Like you were raised properly.
Oh, okay. I think he's a little monkey that got raised on the...
Yeah, he's a complete hick. Well, I think in the Japanese version, he has like a very thick rural accent that has never come over in any localization.
Yeah.
Oh, huh.
Yeah, Goku's a country bumpkin.
Mm-hmm.
But he's our country bumpkin. We love him.
He bathes in a barrel.
Yeah.
All right, we will end this off with the bad news for Nintendo.
Hey, Nintendo, you messed up this week.
Yeah, once again, Nintendo is going after the ROM sites, and once again, this time I'm having a little bit of conflicting feelings about it. I'll go into it here. So, Nintendo, on September 10th, has filed a lawsuit against ROM Universe, which is a large ROM website. They not only host Nintendo games, they also host like books and music, etc., etc. Nintendo is saying that they are charging $150,000 for each copyright infringement and $2 million for each trademark infringement. They are also saying that the pirated games display counterfeit copies of Nintendo trademarks, and when the games are played, they are infringing the copyrights of the work themselves. I am someone who thinks that, keeping that piracy is arguably a good thing. I think that it is important for people who do not have the means to access things, and especially if those things are not in print anymore. I think that if, there is a big difference between, say, stealing something that is brand new at the store and, people will be seeing, like revenue from it actively. So, if a game that someone will actually see revenue from, and say, stealing a game that is not in print anymore, like grabbing a Game Boy game, nobody is seeing anything from that. You can't purchase it anymore. It's not hurting it. Like, it's, even saying like, oh, well, piracy is hurting, like, the only people that piracy is hurting is the big company. Like, there's some arguments there where it's like, there are people working for those companies that may see issues because of the piracy that I will hear. But, if you're grabbing a copy of, like, fucking Balloon Fight for the NES, nobody gets hurt. Nobody gets hurt from that. Nintendo doesn't get hurt from that. So
yeah, Nintendo's giving that out for free.
Yeah. But then here's the thing, ROM Universe is also charging for access to their site, or at the very least they are charging for some kind of, like, premium membership. They're charging $30 a year, which, like...
Yeah, you can download one game for free, but after that, you do have to pay the $30 membership for a year of service.
Which, at that point, that, I feel like is...
Money is exchanged in this piracy scheme, and all of a sudden it's like... Oh, what does that mean?
That makes it feel kind of scuzzy, and I feel like Nintendo asking for all of this money is insane, but I also feel like these people doing this is also pretty, like, I don't know if predatory is the right term, but it still feels scuzzy. Them, like, being like, hey, you need to pay up to access these games that we're stealing. That feels really scuzzy, and I don't really go for that.
I can distance the idea of you running a subscription service to access your ROM site and the library that's there from the ROMs themselves. I think that makes sense as a way for them to keep the lights on, because it's...
I guess.
Yeah, they have to pay for, like, storage and bandwidth, right? But it's certainly different.
I don't know.
I would say it's like... I don't know philosophically if I can justify it, but it certainly feels different from websites that live on donations, right? Because this is an active paywall that they are saying, if you want more, you have to give us that. There's no support, it's not voluntary.
Yeah, that's more
money.
What I'm saying. Like, you know, donations are a different thing than a paywall. That is my feelings on the matter.
A paywall for a product that you didn't make. In fact, you are... facilitating the illicit attainment of.
Yeah, so, you know, it's a touchy subject, and I pretty much, like, on the whole, stand against Nintendo here, where, like...
Oh yeah, what they're doing is way fucking worse.
It's really bad, but, you know, I'm gonna critique things when they come up. And, you know, like, and again, I am also someone that believes that you should have, like, there should be readily available access to these things that people are not making any kind of actual money off of anymore. And I'm also, you know, I also think that long-standing copyright is bullshit, and that things should be going into the public domain more. Like, Super Mario Brothers should just be something that you can play on anything at this point. Because there's no reason for them to be making, like, controlling that original game. You know, or same thing with, like, you know, like, Mickey Mouse should be in the public domain already, you know, like, all that stuff. Like, it's just, it's all
that's all well and
like
good, but since we're stuck in this world where we're at now, it's frustrating, but there are Google Drives out there with these ROMs on them, and hopefully those Google Drives will just keep filling and keep spreading to as many people as possible, because that's the only way at this point that I can see of a lot of these ROMs existing. Because once Nintendo takes down the last ROM sharing site, that history is just gone as far as anyone's concerned.
Like you know, Nintendo will keep a lot of their games in circulation, but there's so many just games that are completely lost to the time that, like, nobody has the rights to anymore, you know? Like, nobody's going to take the time to go out there and try to get, like, the license to Gimmick, even though that game is awesome and people should play it. Or hell, even bad games, and there's so much history. Like, if it weren't for ROMs, nobody would know what the hell Hong Kong 97 is.
Oh,
but it's interesting to know about Hong Kong 97. It's kind of fucked up, but, you know, there's all this history that we wouldn't know if there weren't for ROMs, and these things... So I
think the most interesting part is seeing these collections go to privatized servers like Google Drives, because they're not able to be held publicly in any sort of way. And so we do have to, for however long it takes for Nintendo to get off of people's asses, we do have to rely on a distributed private network of a bunch of individual users that could range from who knows how many people. It could be a couple thousand. It could be tens of thousands of people that just have these ROMs downloaded on their hard drive somewhere. And then once that Nintendo's off people's asses and there can be a public ROM depository again, they can all go there. But until that, it's very weird. I'm wondering how much could possibly survive on a privatized distributed network, like basically what a torrent site is, and without any kind of like specific public server to dump all these things into to make sure that there's archiving and categorization and librarian type stuff. Just to make sure that the history is even there. I don't know how long that'll be, but I don't know. Hopefully copyright ends soon and we can just start getting history back in the hands of people and we don't have to lose the entirety of culture from the 1950s to the 1990s, because that's what is on the line here.
Yeah, pretty much.
We're pretty good at 20, 30 years back. And then after that, it's real hard.
It's real rough.
We're going to start... They start trickling in the like Castlevania collections that have most of the games on them, but not all of them. We're going to drop the bottom 25%. Stuff like that.
Yeah. All right. Let's move on to questions if y'all are done with everything else.
I'm done with everything else. I'm done with episode 280. I'm done with it. Let's get to the good part.
Walker, are you ready?
Yep.
All right. If you want to send in a question, go to videogamechoochoo.tumblr.com/ask. And real quick, listen, okay, real quick.
What do you got? What do you think?
You know who you are, all right? Whoever it is out there who keeps sending the fucking question about if Glee is going to get a sequel series.
Wait, what?
I'm acknowledging you, and I shouldn't, but I need to whoever you are, kiss my ass. Okay?
Wow.
I don't know fucking anything about Glee. I don't want it in here anymore. Leave me alone.
Why?
John has spoken. He hates
I don't know.
Fox's late 2000s, 2010s hit television show Glee.
I'm not going to judge you if you like Glee. You like what you like. But this is a video game podcast. Let us live.
I'm sure there is a Glee video game.
Oh, absolutely.
You don't like the community theater in the schools. I get it.
Oh no, I am a proponent of the arts in schools. Okay, don't get it twisted.
Oh, that show did a lot to schools.
Right? I was a theater kid. I know that is not surprising, but it is true. I was a theater kid.
Really?
Yes.
What play was your favorite? I didn't know this about you.
I mean, I was only in like one because I didn't really have the time.
Yeah, I was in, like, plays are big.
Yeah, I was in. What the fuck was it actually called? It was like a skit play where it was like a couple of different plays. I don't remember what it was called. I do remember my role was the skit about monkeys that were writing on typewriters to write Shakespeare. That's what it was. I don't remember what the play was called. I don't remember what it was called. I bet someone out there was like, "Oh my god, I know that one." So if you remember that, there you go. But I was in that. It was pretty okay. I was in band for a while. And again, that is probably not that surprising. But I dropped out of band in freshman year because everyone in band was really scarily horny. Like they were like, like they were like it wasn't just like oh man, everyone's hooking up. It was like swinging and shit like that, and I was like, I just couldn't do that. I couldn't be around that, and I don't know. Anyway, enough about my high school history.
Oh, that was interesting. That was some deep John lore.
Yeah.
But what did you play in band?
Baritone and trombone.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I did not retain any of it.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe I could try if you put one in front of me, but I don't remember that much.
I can understand how you might have been, you could have seen and been the center of a lot of horniness being the berry.
I mean, it wasn't this isn't me trying to be like, well,
just watching the clarinets and the saxes going at it. Yeah, you're
like,
right there as the baritone holding down the bass.
Trust me, this isn't me being like, I was getting proposition all the time. All the girls wanted me. This isn't me. No. There was a lot of stuff going on, and I just couldn't be around it. So
no, you were there, dead center of it. Is what I'm saying. Is like you were at ground zero, haplessly as the
shit was going down. Yeah. And then I went to then I went over to theater, and some of that stuff was happening, but
in costumes.
Yeah, but to be honest, I was again not exactly the target of that. So it was more. I guess it was more. It was less crazy there. Anyway, let's move on to questions. Anonymous asks, do you think the dragons in Spyro produce milk?
You don't want the High School Musical questions. You don't want the Glee question.
You will take the Spyro milk question.
The Spyro milking?
Well, this one is about a video game, so we'll take it.
Fucking A. No, dragons don't produce milk. They're lizards.
Yeah, they're reptiles. I'm going
to say that you don't know that.
Yes, I do.
What do you mean I don't know that?
Just because they have scales, it doesn't mean that they don't have something under them.
They come from eggs.
Okay, well, you do have a
cold-blooded.
Yeah.
How would they produce milk? How would they even have mammalian glands to do any of that? They're like bird things.
They live 1,000 years. They can find a way.
Life finds a way. You're saying life finds a way for Milky.
Spyro wants his fucking Milky. I guess it'll happen.
No!
Yeah.
No! That's why the sheep are there, you fools!
No.
Spyro loves to drink milk. I think it's good for bones, it's good for calcium. They've got all these sheep there for, clothing, for meat, and for milk.
I thought it was solid. Just because the dragonflies ate the butterflies that were living inside of the sheep.
That too. You could process the whole sheep for butterflies also.
Okay. Harlequin Wheels asks, if you had to, which Chooch SciTube regular would you give a cameo voice acting role in your indie game, and what would their character do gameplay-wise?
Oh my god. Harlequin Wheels, bless you. The SciTube regular, so out of all the YouTube videos that we watch regularly, who would cameo as a voice actor in our indie game? Like, who's going to be on the trailer that we're going to be like, we got him. Cyber Knight.
Yeah, mine was going to be Cyber Knight. I was going to say, basically, he would just, obviously, I did not make this game, but all I can imagine is Cyber Knight voicing the I don't remember exactly what they were called, but like in a Barclay in Barclay Gaiden, when you like save your game and there's just like those really long like gamer credos. I just imagine Cyber Knight reading those.
But they're not the credos; they're just his like voice lines from his episodes.
Just like an entire pack opening, just like, all right, now we're gonna open up 10 packs of Rising Rampage. Oh man, Charles Barkley, you're gonna watch me open all these cards. Isn't that exciting? Oh man, this one's scary. I don't like this clown.
God.
I watched Shield Hero last week. That's epic.
So I would love to have Review Bra be like the commander of an XCOM mission. So like you get judgment at the end of every one of your missions, based on how well or poorly you did, and it's just Review Broad telling you that you did a shitty job this mission. And that his day is ruined.
Do you remember how when you finish a boss in No More Heroes, you go to a pizza box and that gives you extra health?
Sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna make it so you have to go to a bar and soda milk gives you like a new drink, and that's what gives you your extra health.
Travis would drink soda milk completely unironically. He'd just be like, yeah, it tastes delicious.
A little bit of the bubbly.
Yeah, the bubbly. That's double soda and triple
American.
milk.
God damn it. This doesn't sound like Travis. This sounds like something that would be in Deadly Premonitions 2.
That's it, Zach. I've got it. We combine the soda and the milk to create a new taste sensation. That's right. God.
The sinner's Milky.
The sinner.
Why is this episode about milk all of a sudden?
People are thirsty, I guess.
Good calcium.
We're all going to have strong bones by the end of this one. Elvie sent in a question and asked...
Hi, Elvie!
If money in the judging eyes of society wasn't stopping you, what sort of cursed custom job would you get for your gamer gear? This could be on your console, computer gear, etc. For her, she says, the anime manga Chobits is of its time, but not gonna lie, I still think having a headset like the Persocom ears would be very cute. I agree, that would be cute. I also have a bunch of Dragon Ball paraphernalia, so I think having some tiled wraparound of bad Thug Life spray paint fan art around my computer tower would really seal the deal. Like some kind of like really like I'm imagining like Goku and like Gohan in just like you know, you see those like really bad like Men's Warehouse shirts of like Bugs Bunny in like like gold chains and shit. Like that's what I'm imagining, but Goku and Gohan like that. That's what I'm guessing she's saying. Yeah, that's a good question.
The judging eyes of society don't stop me, but money definitely does.
Yeah. I mean, definitely just like put Monokuma stuff all over my stuff. That's what I want.
Just paint one side of yourself black.
I think I would get in a different kind of trouble for doing that, but you know, I'm thinking, well, because I actually have like a Monokuma shirt that is just like straight up just the Monokuma thing where like half of it is black and half of it is white, and it has Monokuma's face on it. That is something that I own.
Like, I'm kind of a huge dog, and I've mentioned it a couple of times. Since I like making clothes, like, my whole wardrobe is seeing how far I can get away with doing stealth cosplay and having no one notice it, or call me out on it. Like, sure. I have 3 suits, and they're all, like, inspiring Doctor Who suits, because I'm that kind of disgusting being.
Oh, that's real good, though.
Yeah.
Stealth Doctor Who cosplay is really good.
But if I had the money... Have you seen, like, the new Miku design for the latest version? It's like...
I don't think so.
Every part of her outfit is electronics. Like, she has buttons on her sleeves, and her skirt has, like, a battery bar going through. I would make, like, an outfit like that. Just wearing technology all over yourself and becoming, like, a human cell phone.
Sure.
Yep. God, that's what it would be if money was not stopping me. I would just be Miku. God, that would be great. I would just have so many beeping LEDs all around me.
Like, you would walk into a supermarket and the metal detector just goes insane.
Oh, I was having a time last week talking about PAX. Yep. I think it would be like, you know how there's like that gear that you can get for your computer that like senses the game that you're playing? Where it'll be like, oh, if the game gets intense, everything turns red around you. But it would be like, I would turn red. Just all the LEDs on me would like connect to the computer.
So you would be a mood ring for yourself.
Fucking yes! Mood ring gamer Vocaloid.
There you go.
Oh, LV, we did it. That's a great question.
All right. One more question. All right, and then we will be done with this episode. Again, if you want to send questions, videogamechoochoo.tumblr.com/ask. Anonymous asks, Yokai Watch 3 had such a limited release, and there appear to be no plans to localize the most recent game. So is Yokai Watch a functionally dead franchise in the West? It's kind of hard to say. I think maybe if they straight up don't localize 4, I think yeah, but I don't know. I mean, I think that there will be some time that until we figure out if they really won't. Because, who knows? They might eventually just say, yeah, no, we're going to do it.
Yeah, I didn't know Yokai Watch 3 had a release at all. Which isn't unusual. I'm not a Yokai Watch fan or anything. But Yokai Watch 1 and 2 did really great in the West. And so even if there aren't any more Yokai Watch games coming out anytime soon that get translated into English or come over to the West in any way, I think it's definitely due for a revival at some point in the future, because a lot of kids liked Yokai Watch. A lot of my students like Yokai Watch. It's a great series.
Yeah. I mean, it seems good. And then this new one, too, seems like they are mixing it up a bit as well. So it's not just going to be the same old. They are trying something new. So that would be a shame if they're finally doing something different that maybe people would connect with, and it doesn't come out over here. That would be a bit of a shame.
So
yeah.
Maybe this unknown knows something that I don't. But I'm checking the Wikipedia page and it says it got a release in the West.
What, 4?
Oh, 4. Sorry, I thought we were talking about 3.
Yeah, 3 did. The question asker said that 3 did come out over here, but it was a really muted release.
Well.
Yeah, exactly. So, because I don't know if 4 is out in Japan or if it's about to come out, but yeah, it's they're basically just asking do you think that they will even bother?
Hey, here's a flip side to that query.
I'm looking at the. Sorry, go ahead.
What are you thinking? What are you seeing, Walker?
Well, I'm looking at the release date for 3, and that took 2 years to get out of Japan. 4 came out 3 months ago, so that doesn't seem dangerous to me just yet.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, my point was that I'm about to play Oninaki, and from my perspective, there is nothing that can stop people from making RPGs, including bad sales. If an RPG is gonna get made, it's gonna get made, whether we want it or not.
It's like a natural phenomenon.
Yeah, it really is.
Tokyo RPG Factory's Lost Sphere sold 7,000 copies.
What?
Yeah. This is a 10th of what I Am Setsuna sold. A 10th of it. 10%.
Oh, I feel bad. I kind of want to buy it just to, pat them on the back.
You don't have to.
Don't. It's bad. It's absolutely abysmal. But, I don't know. It's kind of weird because they're all rated exactly the same. They're all rated 69 out of 100 on everything. And so there's... the ratings don't speak much to the actual story of how good quality they are, because literally everyone can take any RPG and be like, that's a 69 out of 100. It happens like clockwork, because The Last Remnant, every version of The Last Remnant was a 69 out of 100 or in that area. And what was the RPG on the 360? Eternal Sonata. Also, I think that was in that range too, and that's an excellent game. It's an RPG thing.
Mm-hmm. All right.
They're gonna happen.
Yeah. They are going to happen whether you want them to or not. All right. Well, thank you so much for sending in questions, and thank you for listening. Just as usual, go to @VGCC or Twitter. VideoGameChoochoo.tumblr.com is our Tumblr. Our Discord is thegamezone.zone. Come hang out with us. We love to hang out with you. We have our theme song, which is Crush off of the album Magic is Real by Melt Channel. If you want to listen to more of their stuff, it's meltchannel.bandcamp.com, or you can listen to their current stuff, which is at Magic Circuit on Spotify. Check their stuff out. It's really good. We have a YouTube channel, which is just Video Game Choo Choo. You type that into your YouTube search bar, and then you'll find it. And also our Patreon, patreon.com/VGCC. Not only do we have Choo Choo Gotcha Unlimited Train Works, not only do we have Rose and I's Spyro Let's Play,
which just came out and is real good and shows a lot of ass.
It really does. Oh my god. But we also have a brand new podcast series. It is going to be a monthly show called the Starlight Car.
Yeah.
We have the first episode up. Scott did it. Scott's been headlining this, so thank you, Scott, for handling this. First episode is with Alec Robbins, who created the game Heartbreak High, and also I think did some writing on I think You Should Leave. I think that's the show's name.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Tim Robinson's show on Netflix.
Yes. So, talented person. And we're going to keep getting guests. It's going to be a monthly show. Every next month, we're probably going to have 2 episodes, just because that's how that shakes out. But, yeah, we're gonna have a monthly interview show on our Patreon. So, feel free to hop on that. It's just $3 to get everything early, and then it'll be free after a bit. And that's that. Is there anything that either of you want to plug real quick?
Well, Eternal Sonata got a 79 out of 100, not a 69. It was rated pretty well.
Well,
just gonna correct that.
There you go.
Yeah, I follow through.
I want to plug a good stream that's going to happen in an hour when Selwyn's going to play Oninaki.
Look, Austin's going to be on, my loving roommate who I adore deeply. And so it's just going to be 3 hours of talking about the Ravens. We're just going to talk about the entire history of the Baltimore Ravens NFL team. You know what you're getting into.
Absolutely. All right, well, that should do it. Thank you so much for listening. We'll be back next week with another episode of the Video Game Choo Choo Podcast. So long.